Hello and welcome to the Philippines. That is the new third bridge being built down off the SRP area, South Road properties of Cebu City. And this view is from the downtown area. There's a little area down there with a few restaurants. Many of them have closed, but there's a couple of them. And this was a while back, we went down and had a sunset dinner there, Filipino food primarily. Anyway, this is the ride down on the motorbike. A friend of mine, Australian fella, has the motorbike, and anyway, a couple guys playing basketball out there. Oftentimes there's kids or guys, girls out there playing basketball. Very few actual parks, basketball courts for public use, as has been my observation. So they put up basketball hoops wherever they can. I believe it's the most popular sport here in the Philippines. Somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. No stop signs here, you notice, and which is very common in many towns and cities in the Philippines. Few traffic lights, almost no stop signs. Seems to work. People give way. People go like here too. There is no stop sign, no traffic signal, and people just stick their nose out there and go when they get a chance. People from the other direction will stop and let a stream of vehicles come from that way, and then they'll stick their nose out and just trading off. Very little. There's a little bit of road rage, not too much here. In fact, like a 2-lane road here, they often make it, look out dog, they will often make it into 3 lanes or even 4 lanes. Right to the left is Ramos Market, public market. I've been to a few times, walk over there and get my vegetables and fruit, and as we take a right, that large tower there, that is City Suites. I think it's about 32 floors up. A lot of glass. So the radiant heat from the sun. You've got some nice views, but your aircon bill will be a little higher, probably, because you got a lot of heat coming in all that glass. Anyway, we are headed down to the downtown area. And I have, you may hear a little bit of, I hate to turn the volume off. You hear some wind noise. I don't know why this particular trip I had an enormous amount of wind noise in my camera, which is a GoPro 9 Black, and not sure what the issue was there, but the whole trip. Anyway, they've got the downtown area. Colon Street is considered the oldest street in the Philippines. And the downtown area, when I first came here in 2015, I wanted to go down there, and people said, oh no sir, you don't want to go down there, it's too dangerous. So I put it off a couple of months, and I just finally decided, well, I want to go down there, I'm going to go down there. I'll just have to be really, really careful. I went down a little apprehensive, and very crowded down there. Very crowded, so it would be easy if a snatcher wanted to come up beside you, if you weren't aware of your surroundings, to be caught in that type of situation. A lady commented a couple years ago on my channel that she had been down here. She was wearing a necklace and somebody ripped it off of her neck. So just use common sense if you're down anywhere, not just here, anywhere. And they've got a number of malls. They've got an E-mall down here, Elizabeth Mall, and I've taken some video there. I'll put a video up of that in the near future. This street, cross street here, I believe is Osmeña Boulevard Avenue. If you follow this to the right, you'll run right into Fuente Osmeña Circle, big traffic circle where there are a couple smaller Robinsons malls. Tower, GV Tower Hotel right there. I've done a video there. For those of you that don't know, I've got about 900 videos up. I've taken a lot of videos of condominiums, some subdivisions. Um, Started doing that when salesmen in the malls would grab me and say, "Come and look at my condominium for sale right now." And I always carried a camera with me, took videos, start putting them up, and give you a little bit of an idea of what's available, what the costs are. Um, in that regard, I'll do a different video about this, but I'll mention it here. I was talking to a couple investors, real estate investors recently, and they were talking about rental prices and sales prices, and they each had quite a number of condos here as well as in other countries. And one guy had one in Turkey and back in the UK, I believe. But anyway, they were talking about how much they had to lower their rent, and they said they would lower it by 500 pesos. Nothing would happen. Lower it by 500 pesos. Nothing would happen. Lower it by 500 pesos. And in the end, they stated that about 20% discount was the sweet spot. As soon as they got to that 20%, uh, they would get people interested and renting their units out again. So I found that interesting. And while I'm at it, if you would be so kind as to hit that like button or the dislike button if you don't like the videos, it all uh, helps to promote the video, the algorithms that YouTube uses, I guess. Little electric scooter there, you're seeing a lot more of those. Now, they're not allowed on all streets because they're relatively slow, but from the downtown area going southwest, you see a lot more electric scooters, and we're getting real close to the huge Carbone Market right ahead here. Carbone Market, there again, I was told, "Sir, it's too dangerous down there. Don't go down there." And I finally went down there. I've done a number of videos down there. Huge wholesale retail market. You can get vegetables and fruits fresh and pretty good prices. A lot of that stuff is seasonal. Sometimes the year it's more expensive than other times. Some of it comes in from overseas. You got all the fish and the pork and the beef and clothes and hardware. You can find a lot down there. Very interesting area. And this trip we were actually going out for a sunset dinner. There were not many choices at this. I think it's called Cebu Paradise, possibly. There were not many choices in restaurants as because of the current crisis. Most of them had closed down. This building to the right, I think, is a Chinese museum, Chinese Filipino museum. That building right there straight ahead, that's vacated, all the windows knocked out. I believe that was the first city hall in Cebu City. Somebody told me that. Anyway, so we're right down by the sea now, and you get a lot of it's kind of a staging area for all the trucks, delivery trucks that are coming and going out of Carbone Market. And just up ahead there, you can see a couple trucks got their side gate open, side door opened, loading or unloading there. And this is the area. All of this used to be restaurants, but now you can see Space for Lease. They're closed. One up there, they got a couple up there still open. I think there are more closed because this was a while back. And a little karaoke going on. Place that we end up eating. This is a part of town. You rarely see foreigners down here. They are. There's a rebuilding, remodeling going on at Carbone Market area. They're going to have a ferry, I think, eventually from this area across over to Mactan Island, the airport. And I don't know if that'll take a year or so, but there are There are a lot of plans to make it a little more tourist friendly, but that will be a year or two. And this is off in the distance, Coquilion ferries. That is Pier 1 down there, where a lot of the passenger ferries come in. And I think you've got a Coast Guard ship sitting there. I believe that's Coast Guard as well. And then you have these small banca boats, these outrigger boats that will bring people in from um, maybe Olango Island. Maybe they work over there on the bridge area. I'm not sure. Maybe they work on a ship and they're getting a ride in off of a ship. Not sure. Looks like there are some fishermen down here. I'm not sure what they catch down here, but looks like they're throwing some lines out there. Perhaps in a couple of years, this area will be cleaned up and become tourist friendly. At the present time, it is. I mean, everybody knows it's a pretty dirty area. Um, so it's not an area you would go down to hang out in anyway, I guess. And there's the new bridge being constructed there. Anyway, thanks for coming along. Lots of options in Cebu City and over to Mactan Island, which is just across the way there. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time. Hopefully, we can travel soon.